Hey Cowboys Nation, what's up? It's Alex here, and before we dive into today's breakdown of the Dallas Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott, let me ask you something. If you're a true fan who eats, sleeps, and breathes blue and silver, then smash that subscribe button right now, hit the bell too so you never miss one of these updates. Okay, now let's get into it. Today we're talking about a tough one. Dak Prescott saying he's surprised and frustrated after the Cowboys lost to the Denver Broncos. We're going to break down what happened, why Dak is reacting this way, what it means for the team, and what comes next. This is an AI voiceover from yours truly, so lean and stay with me because there's a lot to unpack. So picture this: the Cowboys go into Denver confident, expecting to challenge in a big way, but the result, a 44-24 loss that left a lot of questions hanging as the stats came in. Dak completed 19 of 31 passes for only 188 yards with 2 interceptions. He wasn't able to find any rhythm. The defense collapsed, and worse, the identity of the team got shaken. As Dak put it, surprised is a good word to use, frustrated as well. Now, when Dak says surprised, what does that mean? He's not just shocked at the result, he's shocked at how poorly his team performed, how the game slipped away, how the breaks didn't go their way, and how they couldn't execute when needed. He's clearly saying we knew we were better than this, and when he says frustrated, he's calling out the fact that the Cowboys are better than this. Because the roster has talent, the coaches have pedigree, but they're not delivering. As he told the locker room, our identity is up and down, and that's unacceptable. Let's step back a bit. Remember, Dallas came off a win the week before that looked like maybe they'd found some momentum, but instead of building, this loss happened, and the inconsistency reared its head. Dak even acknowledged that they've yet to win 2 in a row this season, and you can't build an identity until you string wins together. And it wasn't just the offense. The defense got gashed, giving up over 250 points through 8 games, third most in franchise history. When the defense fails, the pressure piles on the offense, and when the offense can't step up, the signals start flashing red. In that game, the team committed 9 penalties for 80 yards, had drive-killing mistakes, and just didn't execute. Dak referenced all of that. What's significant here is Dak's tone. He didn't blame any one player publicly. He didn't point fingers at the coaching staff. Instead, he challenged the team: forget a trade, do more, shut the talk up. That's leadership. He's holding the mirror up. He's saying if you're here, you've got to show up, and when your quarterback says you're too good to be inconsistent, that's a heavy message. So what does surprised and frustrated translate to in terms of next moves and mindset? First, it means reset. The Cowboys have to go back to fundamentals. They need to focus on consistency home and away. They need to protect the football. 2 picks from Dak didn't help. They need to eliminate the self-inflicted wounds, penalties, turnovers, bad drives. Dak indicated exactly that. We've got to find a way to be consistent, whether it's at home, on the road, regardless. Second, it means urgency. With the record at 3-4-1 and the trade deadline looming, every game matters. The window to salvage a playoff run is shrinking, and Dak knows that. He knows that the talent is in the building, but talent doesn't matter without execution. He looked his entire locker room in the eye and asked, are you giving enough? Third, it means accountability. When the leader says our identity is up and down, and that's unacceptable, it's a culture call. The Cowboys have to decide who they are. Are they a team that chokes under pressure, or are they a team that fights, that responds, that approaches every week like it's a championship game? Dak is trying to steer them toward the latter. Let's talk a little about the game itself for a moment, because context matters. The Broncos' offense moved the ball effectively. The Cowboys couldn't generate enough big plays. The protection on Dak was uneven, and the defense couldn't contain the splash plays. In short, the opponent executed better, and Dallas didn't keep pace. That's the surprise, because the expectation was different. Conversely, the frustration is the realization that expectations weren't met. Now, what's next? The Cowboys head into a bye week after the next game, which gives them a chance to pause, reflect, adjust. This is a critical moment in the season. You want your team going into the tough stretch with confidence, with cohesion, and with a clear identity. If they don't get that now, the risk is the season slips away. Dak's message and tone indicate he knows that, and he's calling on his team to meet him there. For you watching at home, what to keep an eye on: first, how does Dallas look in their next game? Do they come out sharp, mistake-free, hungry? Second, how does Dak bounce back? Does he avoid turnovers, make bigger plays, lead calmly? Third, how does the defense respond? Because if this team is going to climb back, both sides of the ball need to show up together. Fourth, how does the locker room respond to this identity challenge? Because talent without chemistry and focus is wasted. Before I wrap up, I want you to do something for me. Drop a comment below. Tell me, what do you think is the biggest reason for Dallas' inconsistency this year? Is it the offense, the defense, coaching culture? I want to hear from you because this channel is a conversation. Also, if you like this breakdown, smash the like button. It helps the video reach more fans like you. Alright, we're getting close to finish. Here's the closing thought. Dak Prescott's words, surprised and frustrated, aren't just post-game sound bites. They're a wake-up call for the Cowboys. They're a leadership moment, a challenge to the entire roster. Coaches included. Dallas has the pieces, the brand, the depth, but right now, they're stuck between good and great. The remainder of this season is going to separate which side they land on. If they embrace the challenge, build consistency, and show up week after week, they could still make noise. But if they respond by doing the same inconsistent stuff, the what could have been will haunt them. So fans, now is the time to rally. Now is the time to believe, but also to demand more execution, demand more urgency, demand more identity. Because if Dak Prescott is surprised and frustrated, it's not just about him, it's about everyone who wears the star and everyone who bleeds blue and silver. Thanks for watching today's video. I'm Alex, and I'll be back soon with more updates, injuries, trades, locker room vibes, everything Cowboys. If you haven't yet, hit subscribe, ring that bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay loud, stay proud, and keep that faith strong for the Dallas Cowboys. Go Cowboys!